Welcome to Wise Beyond Bitcoin, where you come for education, analysis, and opportunities in crypto and blockchain. My name is Lucas.
I'm Jacob.
And of course, Jacob is a special guest and part of the crew. He's been busy and we've missed him the last few live streams, but he's been hard at work. And Jacob, thank you for all the research that you do with DeFi, NFTs, layer ones, layer twos. We've got a really special presentation today on really the core, the crux of the value of blockchain, the trilemma, and the evolution where we're at today. And really understanding this knowledge, it really gives people a keen insight in a value of the projects that are adding value to the ecosystem, understanding the where this is going and why. So of course, this is not financial advice. This is educational information. We're all learning this new technology together. So if you have some comments or some ideas, please drop, hit the like button, hit the notification bell if you like this kind of content and you'd like to know how to do it, because we've got some technical videos on the way, taking you through these different ecosystems with wallets, staking, exchanging, swapping, all that good stuff. But without taking any more time, let's just kind of start with a little graphic. And Jacob, kind of take it from here. Talk to us a little bit about what this trilemma means.
Yeah, so to get into the trilemma a little bit, this video is going to be more of an abstract video and giving an idea of the technology. But the problem that blockchain technology has been coined as this trilemma term. And what that means is you have each blockchain suffering from this problem currently today. And you can think of it like a stat triangle. You can only really fill out two stats at a time. Now, your stat triangle is going to be security, decentralization, and scalability. And you can see on this triangle various different blockchains and kind of where they fit at in that sphere. Bitcoin being highly decentralized and very secure suffers from scalability in the same way that Ethereum does. Whereas other blockchains like Stellar, they're more scalable and they're decentralized, but a little less secure. And you start to see that each blockchain has really their own, depending on how they decided to focus on the answer to this grand question of the scalability trilemma. And so if we move on to the next article, we can actually talk about a big paradigm shift going on with this technology. So beyond layer one and layer two, layer one blockchains are known as monolithic chains. They're trying to solve the problem centrally on one blockchain. They are what we think of today as like dial-up internet, right? It's the very foundational layer necessary for you to build on top of. And so with these monolithic chains, an example would be like Bitcoin, like Ethereum, like Tezos. These are all monolithic chains that are just the base foundational layer. Now, certain addresses to scalability are being proposed through rollups technology. Rollups only do the execution, so it breaks up the tasks that each blockchain has. So imagine a blockchain built on top of a blockchain that focuses solely on the execution and relying on the security of the thing it was built on top of. That's essentially what a rollup is supposed to be. And so if you go on into the next article, something that's really interesting is you could think of this as like how CPUs and GPUs work. It used to be that there was just one giant slab of silicone called a monolithic chip. And it looked like that picture right there. These chipsets over time just couldn't handle the computational power necessary to do the tasks that we do today. And so they fractionalized a portion of those chips into chipsets that focus on different aspects. And in the same way, this blockchain technology is taking those same concepts proven in computer science of fractionalizing computational power, and they're doing it on chain. And so I just want to take a moment to thank Polynya, if I'm saying that right, for making this amazing article. I highly recommend you follow them on Twitter. I highly recommend you read some of their Medium articles. Yeah, this is amazing information that's being put out by someone very well in tuned with the technology of this space.
And for those people who aren't familiar in simple terms, when we talk about scalability and Bitcoin and Ethereum falling into that scalability issue, they're known for being decentralized, being spread out among servers around the world. They're known for being very secure. However, the scalability issue, like you mentioned, when many people try to use these networks at once, they become clogged. They're not that scalable. They become expensive and slow. And so understanding the need for having more lanes on the highway as more cars are built, or as more people use these networks, foreseeing the need for these layer 2 solutions, that's when we talk about scalability. So is that a pretty good assessment?
Oh yeah, absolutely. And to speak further on that point, I truly do believe that the new wave of blockchain technology that we're going to see addressing scalability is going to be execution and security layers being separated into different blockchains. It's what we're seeing with this push to Ethereum 2.0. With the push to Ethereum 2.0, Ethereum is going to be fractionalized into 64 shards. And each of those 64 shards could be built on top of with layer 2 solutions. And so we could talk about things like ZK rollup technology that allows for that to really focus on the scalability aspect and really hone that in on the execution layer while focusing on the security of Ethereum rather than the security of itself. And so if we go ahead and go on into convergent evolution, you can read through here how researchers have been hard at work on blockchain scalability and the problem of scalability. The key to a decentralized, permissionless, and trustless network is to have a culture of users verifying the chain. Some like EOS and Solana or Polygon aren't interested in this and go for the centralized network where users have to trust a small number of validators, and that has its own trade-off. And so where I believe the future is going to be is on the blockchains that focus on the scalability, focusing heavily on decentralization, heavily on security, and having their layer 2 solutions be the thing that really pushes their scalability forward. And that's where I believe the future of Ethereum is headed, especially with this push to ETH 2.0. We can already see it happening today, this idea of multiple chains being built on top of. And so if you read through here, Polkadot actually started with this model, but it made 2 changes. Make the beacon chain more centralized and rename it the relay chain and open up the shards. The limitation with that on Ethereum 2.0 were that they were all called parachains and have a wider design space where the parachain operators can customize each chain with the specifications of the overall network. Rollups kind of takes this to the next level where essentially your shards, your parachains, are completely decoupled from the network. So developers have this wide open space to be able to develop however they want. And you can give this user experience that's not possible with monolithic blockchains. So much so to the point that these layer 2 solutions, well, some of them are so awesome that you don't pay gas on top of. And so if we go ahead and go to L2B, this is an amazing website and a great tool to learn more about layer 2 solutions, you can learn about the technology they're on. It says right there on the right-hand side, optimistic rollups for Arbitrum, ZK rollups for DYDX. And you can actually click on these and read their potential risk factors of using these chains, so to speak, because they're layer 2 solutions. They're not so much blockchains in them of it themselves, but they offer a unique experience, and each one relies on different things. And great example, Immutable X here is an NFT platform that allows you to bridge your Ethereum over to their platform. And when you bridge, there's that central point, right, that you have to bridge over to. But when you're on their ecosystem, you're paying nothing in gas to be able to trade, nothing in gas to spend your Ethereum to buy an NFT. And it's an experience that you can't have on a monolithic blockchain.
Right. This is incredible, Jacob. Thank you very much for this breakdown. This is the crux of blockchain and the limitations. Understanding the limitations is really having an understanding of where people are working for these solutions. And look, this, I mean, look at the value being locked, the total value locked over time. Clearly, the need for these layer 2s, these, whether it's optimistic rollups or ZK rollups or Validium, or there's more plasma and more to come. And this is just a phenomenal sight to see the top layer 2 solutions, what their risks are, because like the scalability, pardon me, the trilemma, everything has its trade-off. But the being able to focus on, like you said, just a small portion, we're able to move past these issues. Let Ethereum, that monolithic layer, be the security, and let these others focus on that speed, on that scalability. So, and that's what we're seeing. And I know that you've got a special surprise. This is more conceptual, to let people know about the need for these layers being built and how it's actually necessary for the growth of blockchain and cryptocurrency. This is really where it was going. Just as high-speed internet is built on the slow dial-up and where we come from, the future of blockchain is going to be these, even Lightning Network they call for Bitcoin. That's the same thing. Lightning Network is doing what you said. It's building a layer, allowing Bitcoin to be the security. So really, I think people in the know, the developers and understanding the limitation of blockchain, they're all aware of this. And that's why there are so many protocols out there working to be the extra lane, the extra highway, to allow for more space. So what's really exciting is not just the conceptual, but finding out what are the projects out there that have done it and are doing it, that you can actually go take your Ethereum, bridge it off of Ethereum, and start sending it, transacting, using smart contracts without the egregious fees, you know, buying NFTs, trading them, doing all that good stuff. So I know that we've got more to share, but do you feel like covered the topics that you wanted to cover on this so far?
I feel like we covered pretty much everything. To be honest, I'm really glad to be able to pump this out and be able to talk about scalability, because I feel like it's something that not everyone understands the full trilemma problem. So sometimes we really just need to hammer that down and remind people that there is a trilemma problem that all blockchains face.
Absolutely, brother. Thank you so much, Jacob, for your time, and thank you for all the research you do. Thank you all for supporting the channel. If you like it, hit the like button. If you don't like it, hit the like button, and of course, hit the notification bell if you want to be updated on the latest content. Jacob is always doing research. I know Ryan's doing research, and we've got some really fun technical videos to start showing you on the different ecosystems that are paving the way in NFTs. I know, Jacob, you're a pioneer. You're out there in NFT world. You're out there in social media, and you've got your hands dirty in there. So if you want to learn more about this stuff and get involved in it, follow us, hit the notification bell. Until the next time, have a beautiful day and namaste.
Later.